Thank you and welcome to the show today. The topic this morning is minorities in science, mathematics, technology, and engineering. And I think the proper name is minorities in STEM, STEM. Is that right? And of course we have with us our esteemed guest, the Dean of the College of Engineering and Technology and Computer Science at Tennessee State University, Dr. Hargrove. And let me welcome you to the show this morning, Dr. Hargrove, and tell you how delighted we are to have you, and to give you an opportunity to tell our audience about who you are, some information about your background, your education, and some of the experiences that you had that eventually led you to the Dean of the College of Engineering, Technology, and Computer Science at Tennessee State University. And then we'll talk about the issue today, and that is the lack of minorities in some of these major areas dealing with the kind of things that you do in the College of Engineering. And then we'll get on into some other topics.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for the invitation to be here. I've always admired you, Dr. Haney. As you can recall, I remember sitting in both of your history classes when I was a student at Tennessee State University. So thank you for this invitation and an opportunity to talk about the profession and this campaign of STEM education that is happening across the country. But first of all, as you requested, a little bit about myself. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and at that time, I was trying to think about, what college I was interested in. And so there were a number of good colleges around the country. But I recall vividly taking the ACT, and I don't mind saying this publicly, but I would have to say my ACT score wasn't the best.
Okay,
in fact, it was probably where it was in the teens, I would say. But nevertheless, I looked around at some good schools, and I was accepted by Tennessee State University. And so I made a decision to come to TSU to pursue a degree in engineering or mechanical engineering when I came here in the early 80s. And it was, I have to tell you, Dr. Haney, it was an experience that changed my life, literally. When I think of TSU and its ongoing mission to literally transform students unequivocally, TSU, that's the impact it had on me. And came to TSU, major in mechanical engineering, and it was at that point, in my junior year, I would say to you, I knew I wanted to be a college professor. And there's a professor there even to this day, Professor Y.Y. Clark, helped make that major decision in my life and my career to become a college professor. And so after graduating from Tennessee State University with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, I went on to receive a master's degree in engineering immediately after that. Worked for a few years for General Electric and General Motors, and then eventually came back and pursued the terminal degree, a PhD in engineering. After that, I taught several years at Tuskegee University in Tuskegee, Alabama, another fine institution as well, as you well know. Served as an assistant professor of mechanical engineering there, and also an assistant dean at the time as well. And after that, I traveled to Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland, serving as a department chair. And then during that time, I did take a sabbatical, and I was very fortunate enough to become a Harvard fellow. So I took a sabbatical and spent a year at Harvard University. And at the time, while I was at Morgan, I got the call about this opportunity to consider becoming the Dean of the College of Engineering, Technology, and Computer Science at my alma mater.
At Tennessee State University.
And so I was elated and went through the interview process and was very fortunate. And I say that humbly, very fortunate to be selected and to serve in this capacity as the Dean of the College of Engineering, Technology, and Computer Science, the very same unit that produced me as an 18-year-old going to college at TSU.
And of course, Dean, we're getting ready for our first commercial break, but that's exactly the information that we were looking for. And when we come back during the second segment, we can talk about some of the challenges that you face dealing with this whole issue of minorities in these areas, and especially how you were able to overcome it, and what are you doing now in terms of helping others to overcome it. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. Our guest is Dean